and streaming key on the configuration page and then try again. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, give me back hosting capabilities. Okay, all right, let's see now. Unless the key changed, I suppose.
I think it's live now. I'm seeing
We're live?
on Restream. I'm at least seeing on Restream.
I don't see anything.
I see our call on Restream right now. Or I'll check the Facebook group.
Oh yeah, we are live.
Yep, we're live.
Awesome. There we go. The first 5 minutes of this is going to be like, oh, we're trying to figure out how to go live stream. We're at live stream.
But in this whole time we were live streaming. That's perfect.
There we go. All right, everyone, come on in. Come on in. We're live at this point. Looks like we're live. Jack, just make sure go into Content Masters and make sure we're actually live because the first 2 minutes of this has been us figuring out we're live or not. We are totally alive though.
Yep, we are live in Content Masters.
Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on in. So if you're looking to join the networking call we do every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. PST, which is 9 a.m. PST for me right now in California. Hello from Half Moon Bay. Go to your HelloWoofy account. On the bottom, you'll see the black box that says Group Masterminds, and click on that, and you'll be able to come into this live session here as well. Also, Nosheen and Chris Cheryl, come on in. Welcome to the call as well. Chris Cheryl, if you can connect your audio, and also if you guys can come on video, that'd be great. The way this works is we're going to go through everyone.
Hi.
Hey, welcome. We're going to go through everyone's introduction on who they are, what they're working on, what are some of the challenges that they're facing this week, and also some of the accomplishments that they have. And anyway, in that narrative, we're going to try to help you guys out. Also, put your website in the chat so that we can take a look at the website. If you want to give any critiques, again, we don't do criticisms, we do critiques here. We're trying to be constructive. But if you're coming in now, if you're looking at this live stream now, again, go to your HelloWoofy account, click on the group mastermind, and we do this every week, and we're going to get more people coming in as well. But let's get started. And Jack is on our team as well. He's helping me with the operations side. He's awesome. Everyone say hello to Jack. He is the jack of all trades. He loves saying that. All right, let's see. I think Nosheen, you came in first. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit, tell us who you are, and tell us your website as well if you want us to take a look at it, if you want us to share it.
Hi, sorry, was that me? I think
yeah.
Okay, hi. My name is Nosheen. It's the first time that I'm here. I signed up about a month and a half ago, but did not know about this networking call, and I'm not in my office today, hence no video. Apologize. So
I'm sure fine.
Thank you. So I was really excited about when I saw HelloWoofy, and I was like, this is a game changer. Loved it. I have not used it though yet. I was just impressed by the features. So I'm gonna definitely spend more time actually exploring it and make the best use of it for myself. And I run an agency for my agency as well. That's about it. I'm creating an offer, which is actually the idea is to have one inbox, like your last inbox, just like your last pass. So that would include all your DMs, your chats, excuse me, your text messages, your Google chat, and your email in one place. And that's what I'm working on. Because that's just something I had trouble with for the longest time. I just cannot be on every channel at all the time. I don't know why they expect us to do that, but so I was like, this could be just the answer to my issue. And I'm sure everybody, there are people out there who has the same issues. So
what are some of the, so it looks like you're building a platform. What are some of the accomplishments you've achieved so far? What are some of the challenges? Because another reason we're asking is because we want to help you and everyone else on the call as well learn from other entrepreneurs and other small businesses. We call them underdogs, hence the theme of the company. So how can we help you along that journey?
Oh, I'm just gonna be here available every Wednesday at this time to kind of network and learn from you guys. But again, I have not explored the platform enough to have very specific questions at this time.
Okay.
And I don't want to.
So let me ask you this: where are you, and what stage are you at with your messaging automation platform?
Oh, so this is like my. I'm gonna say this is the parent offer is ready. It's called Easy Sales Automation, and this is the child offer of that, because Easy Sales Automation, I mean, it's a full CRM, so it's too big to understand in just one go. So.
Sure. Well, I would say usually when I hear founders working on a platform, the number one thing I ask them, and you may have already done this, so forgive me if it's redundant, but wireframing is probably the most important thing, because if you give an engineer a great idea on and just kind of talk about it, maybe it's a Word document, that engineer is going to make whatever they interpreted your idea as, and you're going to play telephone the whole way through. And I've seen it happen with some of the companies I've worked on. I've been building companies since I was a teenager, and boy, did I wish I knew how to wireframe in the beginning, because I said make apple pie and I got raspberry pie. I don't think they make any raspberry pie. Oh, the strawberry rhubarb is great. So that would be the number one. Yeah, that would be the number one thing. Good.
How do you, what are the some of the, based off of your experience, how would you go about it? Just like the top few things.
Yeah, so I actually, so a lot of my, colleagues that have built great companies in the past have, used InDesign. They've used, what are some of the other ones, Jack, you've heard of?
Figma is one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can manually do it in like Canva and things like that.
I tried that.
It's more like getting your
time consuming. Yeah.
Yeah. As a founder, all the stuff is in your brain. And so if you're able to translate that onto paper, if you will, whether it's virtual or actual paper as sketches, it can help your team kind of grow along with you. Yeah,
like for us, we were putting together a membership site. So I literally just mood boarded, storyboarded a quick wireframe together. Now, if I showed you some of the other wireframes we've done, like they are like 5,000 pixels by 3,000 pixel artboards, and our designer, will then take it, or our developer, depending on what the criteria is, will take some. This is a very simple example, but this is just 3 pages. We'll take that and then translate it into an actual product on WordPress as a clickable prototype. Or if you want to use InDesign, you can actually. The issue with InDesign, and a shout out to the amazing company that has gone literally from nothing to unicorn status now. The issue with that is that it just overlays images on top, and then you have to click on them. It doesn't feel quite real. It's great to get an idea across. It's great to get an idea to an investor across. But if you really want to get feedback from a customer, who's willing to pay and maybe try it out, you probably want to use WordPress. Spend a few $100s, which shouldn't be more than that, by the way, to get a prototype up and running. And this is a funnel that we're producing right now for our courses and our affiliate network that we're putting together. So it's a very simple thing. It's a feed in one place, it's an upsell on the left side, and then the courses and the actual resources on the left side, and then on the right side is all of that. This is just one example.
Great. I love it.
Yeah. The other thing I would say, if you may already have a dev team, but we've had immense success on Upwork and Fiverr. And this is for everyone else who's looking to, start building, products, and, just has an idea and they want to get something out the door very quickly. Go on Fiverr, go on Upwork. They are amazing, talented individuals all over the world who are, willing to, build a prototype for you for a few $1,000s, maybe a few $100s to get you up and running. And you can use that to then raise capital. I think our first version of HelloWoofy that we built, which was an iOS app, actually, we spent like $3,000 to $5,000, and we raised 150 grand off of it. Actually, 250 grand off of it. And so that was a good return on capital. But we hired a couple of people on Upwork.
Yeah, Upwork. I was one of the founding members of it, or founding employees, I'm going to say, of Upwork. So
no way.
That's when it was Odesk.
Yeah, Odesk and Freelancer.
I was
I remember that.
senior fraud analyst. So checking
Oh, that
for your
is
tech
so
frauds and
cool.
all
That
that.
is so cool. We should
Thank you.
interview you on our Content Masters Facebook
Oh,
group.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
No, and I don't know. I don't know about Chris Cheryl business yet, but we've recommended the two platforms so many times because we get our Facebook ads done there, we get our copywriting there, we get our graphic design there. We one thing I will say is if you're, and this is for anyone who's hiring engineers, no offense to engineers, but you have to test them. You have to make sure that they're telling you exactly what they're able and capable of doing, right? So for example, one of the things that we love using is Hacker Rank. I'll put it in the chat here. Let's see. Hacker Rank is a great website. It's kind of like think of it like an SAT prep course, but you can see who's like scored the highest and then hire accordingly. So we've always, and some of the people who hired the highest, we've been working with them for years at this point. And so that's been very, very successful.
Nice. Love it. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's move over to Chris Cheryl. Chris Cheryl, how do you pronounce your last name? Is it Benet?
Hi, it's Banyes. I'm a Filipino.
Okay, awesome. Well, welcome. Hello from Half Moon Bay, California. I think Jack, where are you right now?
I'm currently in Annapolis, but I'm flying back to Pittsburgh today. So
yeah. There you go. So Chris Cheryl, tell us a little bit about yourself, some of the ways we can help you out today, and we'll try our best.
All right. So first of all, I want to introduce myself. Yeah, you can call me Zyke. It's Zulu Yankee Kilo because my real name is too complicated. Yeah.
Hey, you never know. It could be a brand name, and then just like slap on New York on the bottom, as with any fashion company.
Yeah. I'm John Stevens, social media specialist.
Okay.
That's why I am the one who scheduled for an assistance with you guys. So apparently I'm having a problem with my John's HelloWoofy account.
Okay.
So
what seems to be the issue?
The issue is that whenever for example, John added me into several accounts or pages on Facebook. Before it reflects on my HelloWoofy once I'm going to add another account through settings, right? But now, unfortunately, I don't know if we have limit or else, but it's no longer reflecting. So
I would say a couple of things, and this is
having
just
a problem with that.
Yeah, all good. So and Jack, definitely take Chris Cheryl's information. Chris, do you mind just DMing Jack your email on the account, and we'll take it offline. But let me just go ahead and share my screen, and you can kind of see where you may have to go in order to figure out what needs to be done.
Where can I send the details to Jack?
Oh, just on the bottom right. Or you know what, Jack? Why don't we do this? Give him your email on email Jack. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, Jack will take care of that in the chat.
Okay. It's my client's email. So
here's where you need to go. So, and obviously you may have done this already. So again, this might be redundant, but first thing is go to settings and then go on the right side and make sure that under your Facebook page, profile, you're able to see the pages that you're looking for. And then give it a second to then load the groups. Sometimes you may have a lot of pages. You may have a lot of groups. I mean, one of our customers has like hundreds. And so it may take maybe 30 seconds to load all of them because it's pinging Facebook. We don't store any of the information here. So it pings Facebook every single time to pull in the information and all that stuff. So I was going to say, if that's the first thing you've done, then that's great. If it's still not showing, what you then want to do is, so long as you don't have any posts scheduled, ideally, click on the trash can, which is next to the information icon, and delete the integration. Go to Facebook, and on Facebook itself, there's a little section on the bottom left that says business integrations. Click on it, then look for Woofy, delete the Woofy integration, the Woofy app, and then
under what? Sorry.
On Facebook.com, you will see there's a business integration section on the left side. So, and we can help you offline on this as well. So you don't have to, remember all of this right now. But and this is for everyone else who's having some minor issues as well. You can then go on the business integrations, delete the Woofy integration there, and then come back to settings on your Woofy account and just rinse and repeat. And that usually will take care of all the issues. It might just be that the new pages that you've been added to have not been refreshed. The third thing to keep in mind is you got to ask John if you've been added as a moderator or a editor or something else, because we only pull in pages that you are an admin of. As a policy, we only allow you to post to pages that you're an admin of, groups that you're an admin of.
Oh, wait. I think I already figured it out.
There you go.
There are times that he's adding me as an editor and as a moderator only. It's his business partner who adds me as an editor.
So that's your solution right there. Right?
But there are because John has an agency and I am the social media specialist to a lot of his clients. But the problem is that most of his clients are not wanting me to be added as an admin. That's why we're having a problem with that.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you found the solution, and Jack's going to be your amazing person to help reach out to. But we want to make sure that you're taken care of. So like little things like this, definitely go. Here's another thing I'll recommend, and this is for anyone else. One second. One other thing to keep in mind is if you go into your main dashboard, you need help anytime at all. We have multiple times available every single day to get support calls done. You can also click on the support tab on the bottom right. You can reach out to us in ticket form. If you have any questions, you want tutorials, you can click on the little paw prints here with the question marks. And guess what? They'll play video tutorials. Plus, there's a whole guided tour with virtual me, taking you through steps on how the platform works. So ever need any help, don't hesitate. We're here to help you out.
All right. I really appreciate that. So I think I already figured it out, but also I'll maximize this moment. I'm also having problem. I already encountered I think 3 times when I'm trying to upload the graphics or the layout that I have to upload. It says there that the ratio aspect is not.
So let me guess. You're trying to post it to Instagram.
Yeah, but it's sometimes.
So it's very simple.
I had an encounter that I have this 1:1 ratio, the 1080 by 1080 pixels. So it is ratio for that aspect ratio is for Instagram, but HelloWoofy still asks me that my aspect ratio is not allowed. So
it really shouldn't do that. Jack, again, maybe put a ticket in for this, but it may be a pixel off because it's very sensitive. It could be half a pixel off, and you may think it's 1,000 by 1,000, but even if it's 1,500, 0.5, like it's Instagram is very sensitive. So, and by the way, if you're still running into that issue, one of the things you can do is just go into the platform, and let's say we're looking for just a random image. Even though it is 1:1 ratio, just go in and hit that little crop icon on the bottom right. You see that L shape, kind of a weird icon on the bottom right. Just click on it and just then choose 1:1 or 4:5 or 5:4. Those are the 3 that we recommend for Instagram. Hit any of them, click crop or confirm crop, and that'll definitely make sure it's a 1:1 ratio. It's not rounded down, rounded up. It's going to be 1:1, and then it'll re-upload whatever the cropped image is into the section on the bottom right, and then you can just rinse and repeat. If you want to find, let's say, landscape, another image for that, click on this, click on the little crop icon on the bottom right, choose maybe 4:5 in this case, or 5:4, because I think we did 1:1 before, and then again, it'll re-upload that and just rinse and repeat. We make it super simple to do it.
Yeah, I'm doing that thing, but I have a screenshot of that. I need to find it and look for it so that I can submit it.
Send us a ticket. We'll take care of it.
All right. Sure. And also, what else? Wait 1 second. I forgot.
Why don't we come back to you, because I one of the things I do want to share is a quick tip that Jack knows I've been here at Half Moon Bay for the last few days with Tim Draper, who's one of our investors, and that's actually him right there. Tim, he's a billionaire entrepreneur, billionaire investor.
Wow.
And one of the things that again works like a charm, and you guys can go to our store and download the template for building your own Instagram board, which is actually having an Instagram board that lights up. Now, I've nailed meetings both for business development and investor meetings. In fact, I have a meeting coming up in LA I have to fly out to for all of a sudden. And boy, these the way that you get these meetings is by being different. So one of the things I want to emphasize for everyone, whether you're doing something on digital or you're doing something in person, especially in person as people are coming back, you need to differentiate yourself. So you can do something like this. Instagram board is great, but the thing that really took it the whole level is actually extra LED lights on me as well. And you can get these cheap LED lights from Amazon. Just grab them, put them on people, network. Like it just makes you stand out in a very different way. And you know what? We're just an example of that. We nailed meetings, we nailed potentially capital raise meetings, business development raise. Actually, this is the board right next to me. We're getting ready to fly back to New York today. So if you guys want that board, just go into the store. Again, it's in your account, or you can go to HelloWoofy.com directly and just hit that little store icon on the top. Go to the store, click on the little Instagram board for printing, and you can actually download this, and you just send it off to your local print shop after you make the changes with your logo, your information, all of that caption. We literally give you the full rich file in Illustrator format, and you can make your own way of standing out with your business. Nushin, for you it'd be like the messaging, the messaging board for example.
That's great.
I love it. Yes, totally love it.
Yeah, so just stand out. Like, don't just show up at meetings or meetups or conferences just expecting that people will come to you. I believe in having a center of conversation. Jack, what are your thoughts around some of the things that you've been hustling around with as well? What are some of the tactics you've come across that might be helpful for small businesses?
Biggest thing is just being personable, and connecting with people, even if it's on the smallest thing, and kind of in your situation, especially in terms of if you're speaking or publicly with a group, or if you're in meeting someone for coffee. It's as simple as ordering a muffin and commenting on how good the muffin is, right? There's small things to where then they could start talking, and it builds that rapport, it builds that trust around that conversation. So I mean, that's the biggest thing. And whether you have an Instagram sign from HelloWoofy or not, it's creating that realm to where you're close to that individual and you're able to share and connect. And that's what builds your business, is those relationships, especially at the beginning.
Yeah, I was gonna say the other thing. So I had this moment. I think I was in Orlando a week and a half ago to speak at a conference, and I'm standing in the lobby of the hotel, and this guy comes up to me who works at the hotel, and he's like, "Are you the HelloWoofy guy?" Because I don't think Jack has ever seen me without a HelloWoofy shirt and without a HelloWoofy hat. And that's what everyone last night told me. All of our investors, Tim and everyone, it was like, you are always on brand. And I was the only one on brand.
Actually,
no
that really works. Do you know Nas Daily?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Nas Daily, of course. Yeah, and he's I think New York based, or San Francisco.
He's also doing the same thing. So he's just wearing 5 couple shirts, and all that shirts has the same design. Everything he goes to, he's always wearing that. That's why the branding is with him. So yeah, it's Nas Daily.
Let's just give him a quick shout out. Yeah, I came across him because I was following Casey Neistat, and all of a sudden his videos started coming up again and again. I think his girlfriend and both of them are now collaborating. And they're such a cute couple. But yeah, this is another great example. Like if there are so many NAS out there, right? There's so many, let's see, and Tony Robbins out there. There's so many examples of people, but they differentiate exactly what Chris Sherrill is saying. So I was in the lobby, and this guy comes up and says, "Hey, you're the HelloWoofy guy." I'm like, "Did you just read my shirt and call me the HelloWoofy guy?" And he's like, "No, you don't understand. I've been looking for marketing software to help me create content and build a community. And this guy works at the hotel, and he has a side hustle and a side gig. And it turns out our Facebook ads are working really well." So I was going to say, not only do you have to do everything that Jack was talking about and I'm talking about in person, or organically through using HelloWoofy to build your community on social, blogging, newsletters, smart speakers, Google Web Stories, which is coming out very soon, you have to do it on paid as well. Now, don't do paid without doing the organic side, because then you're just throwing money away, because then people are going to be like, okay, let me just Google you, search for you, and see if you're a real thing or not. And if they don't see anything and they just see your ad, then kind of creates a question mark right there. So you have to kind of do both in tandem, which is why we love helping build a community. We always say we're a tribe building platform, community building tool for small businesses or underdogs.
Also, can I still ask questions?
Yeah, go for it. This is time for you guys. We're here for half an hour or an hour to help you guys.
Oh, I just want to verify or confirm if what I'm doing is right. Because
Okay.
before I'm trying to upload a carousel, but when I try to control everything like select all, the even though the file name is 12345, but when I select all everything, it goes, the sequence were not followed. And what I did is that I uploaded the photo one by one for it to be in sequence. Is it?
Let me get
Is
this
it?
right. Let's do that really quickly. So let's say we're adding, let's say coffee again. So you're saying, let's say do this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we're gonna choose these. Now you're intending to have this come first, this come second, third,
Yeah.
and fourth. And you're
Yeah.
saying what is happening?
But when I'm trying to select all the photos from my drive or from my laptop, the sequence were ruined.
So
So
why don't you try this? Upload them, because I'm imagining you're not doing more than like a few, right? Upload them one at a time and then let us know if it's still happening. In the meantime, we're probably gonna have to look at maybe the files that are the smallest are probably getting uploaded the fastest, and the ones that are biggest, they're getting uploaded the slowest. Hence the disparity between the upload. So what do you may select all, or you might like highlight all your images, but HelloWoofy doesn't have any idea of like what you intended to be first or second or whatnot. By the way, one thing I will say is we do have on the roadmap is the ability to move the images around to resequence whatever the image is that you're looking to
yeah,
upload.
I thought that you have that feature, but I know that some in the future it will
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
some.
Jack, let's bump that up a little bit more of a priority than it is in terms of reorganizing, and see, also ask Encore or Sunil to take a look at if what I just said is true, where the small files are getting uploaded faster than the big ones.
Because I thought that HelloWoofy is based on file names. That's why.
Based on what?
On file names. That's why. That's why I
Oh,
renamed
no,
the.
we
Yeah,
reformat the file names on the back end to make it standardized. So
yeah,
whatever you
that's what I
upload,
thought.
yeah. Well, that's actually an FAQ article right there. Jack, let's make sure we have an FAQ article up and running as well. It might be a feature there in the future. We could do like, so like let's say Nosheen or Coursera, they upload 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know intelligently that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the order. At least we assume that, and they can move them around. But that's an FAQ article. For the moment, we don't do that, but we will in the future.
Yeah, but moving around is more efficient, I think.
Totally agree. If you could see our roadmap of the things that we have, and plus because we're as a company, and Nosheen, you're gonna have to go through this as well. We have to balance 10 to 15% of resources with things that are R&D, or I mean in some cases 20%, with like features and benefits and all that stuff, and then 80% goes into things that we're currently making money off of, which for the most part for our business is social media and blog scheduling. It's a constant tussle between the two. So, but we do have a roadmap, and it's entirely based on the feedback. Plus, we have a R&D roadmap on top of it.
Yep, agree. Totally agree.
Nosheen, go ahead. Or you're saying something?
Agree. I totally agree about the resources. Dividing them.
Yeah. Divide and conquer. So where do you want to take your business, Nosheen, in the next few years, or even the next few months? I mean, you said you have some sort of a prototype, or will have a prototype pretty soon. What's your vision, and are you looking to raise capital? I mean, maybe we can help out in that regard in introductions, to advisors or whatnot.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. I have not thought of that yet. All I've thought is like kind of reverse engineered it in a way that I would like to make 90K per month in 3 years
Got
recurring.
it.
Okay, so that's 3
Like
years.
1.2, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken, 1.2, 1.1 million a year.
So yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
we can probably advise you because we figured that out. We're probably going to do 1 to 2
Really?
million this year. No guarantees, but we're on track to doing that much. So totally
wow.
willing to help.
I'm so happy I joined this call. I am so happy already.
Yeah.
So this year, I just want to get like the beta members to kind of work with them closely and see what their problems are so I can really tweak it. This year's goal is only 30 recurring people. That's it.
So we started with 30 and we actually kicked off our partnership with AppSumo in the early days. Maybe that's something you want to take a look at. Happy to introduce you to Noah.
I've been thinking about that. Yes, I love Noah. I keep watching his videos and I've been following him.
So we can make that happen. So we launched in front of almost, a little under 1 million, potential small businesses. That's what they say they have. It was probably more than that now, but that allowed us to rocket ship very quickly. And the other thing about that is we got 1,200 customers paying for the business for the product very quickly. And if you know anything about Facebook ads, the way it works is that based on your current customer list and your customer profile or avatar, they will then, if you run ads off of the platform, they will then find the next million people that are just like these individuals, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so we've actually been able to keep our ROAS and pretty consistently up there, which is return on ad spend, based on that from day one.
Wow.
Because AppSumo ran some of the ads for us. Actually, they ran all the ads internally because they're spending like $500,000 a month in advertising. So we were a part of that. So we learned how they were doing it, and then once the contract was over, because they only do like 30-day, 60-day, or 90-day, campaigns, we then took it on ourselves. Off since then, we've been doing extremely well. We basically did what in this quarter we did what we did last year almost in revenue.
Oh, wow. So I did not know that you could, I thought it was only for when you offer like a lifetime license and not a recurring.
Yeah, they have them. And I can also introduce you to Stack Commerce, which is a competitor. We used both of them and had, varying levels of success because we were trying different kinds of offers. And then if you take a look at our website, we've kind of kept the same approach, which is the Russell Brunson ClickFunnels approach, which is long format upsell, and it's very low cost to put together as well. So there are a couple of things you can think about. And then of course we have the Pixel on there. We have the Conversions API installed through Pixel Your Site, which is a plugin for WordPress. If you have to do, and the reason you have to do that is because of iOS 14, 15, whatever the update was, it's made it hard for Facebook to track conversions.
Yes.
And so they came out with their own version called Conversions API. So Pixel Your Site makes it super easy to do that.
Got it. Okay. This is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
would
so
start
much.
now.
I have a lot of homework to do today, guys.
I would start now because you need to start pixeling and building your database of potential customers. I mean, if you don't have a landing page, like get a landing page up and running. Have a video up there that auto plays.
Okay.
Or I mean, it auto plays on mute because Safari doesn't like autoplay with volume. They'll actually just blank it out. So like little things like that we've had to
little
learn.
things. Yeah, very, very useful. Did you say what was that WordPress plugin?
Pixel Your Site, and that automatically has like the Pixel conversions API built into the plugin. Otherwise, you need like a full-on dev team to be able to do what Facebook came up with to get around Apple's limitations.
Got it. That is what I was dealing with, and I just left it. Like I'll figure this out somehow. That's just what I told myself because I couldn't.
Well, the universe heard you, and now you're here on the networking call.
Absolutely. So super thankful. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, those will be a couple of tips we shared today. Kushal and Nasheen, thank you so much for joining. Jack, thank you for joining as well.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go for it, Kushal.
Yeah. Do you have? I can find it. So can you please help me? Where can I find any tutorial, or do you have any tutorial?
Yeah. I
mean, on how Alexa works, because my client wants me to work on Alexa, and I don't know the importance. Can you like brief me so that I can
totally?
report it,
all right,
like,
so give me a second to go over that real quick.
Yeah.
So And by the way, this is very new. So this was like 1929 for television. Because in 1929, Baird came up with the first television. I just had this conversation with a potential investor, and I was telling him, hey, the questions you're asking, or the same questions people asked in 1929, is why would I look at a piece of glass in a wooden case? Back then, everything was wood, and what would I do with it? And people moved on. Within 10 years, it was $100 million, give or take, TV advertising industry, not adjusted for inflation. And people were glued to the TV. In fact, they were more glued to the TV in the last 2 years than ever before. Now, what happened in the last 2 years is that smart speakers were now plugged into those TVs to give them smart capabilities. And they're also standalone devices. The towers that you see in the middle of the screen here, you have the little ones that are called the Echo Dots. Then you have the cubes, or the Fire Sticks, that connect to your actual TV with a visual output. Or the second to from the right is a touchscreen enabled device, and you can tap on them. You can listen to music, videos, and all that stuff. What we realize is that small businesses do not have an easy way to reach their customers, just like a Netflix or a Hulu or an IMDb does. Fair. And so what we said is, let's see what the barrier to entry is. And we figured out immediately is that it's a cost barrier. It's a knowledge barrier. It's the inability to program as a barrier too. So we took care of all of that. So we're still polishing it up right now. There are two different ways to do it. One is called a skill. One is called an app. They're both packets of, or types of software, if you will. All you have to do is go into our platform, give us your title, logo, description. We will produce an app or skill, which is very similar to the one that you see on our website. If you go into where to go here we go. So if you go into our website, click on see pricing, go to the funnel, you'll actually see the actual video as a demo. So it's a few minutes long, so definitely take a look at it in your own time. But watch that video here, and you'll actually see the demo of how we built our HelloWoofy skill in HelloWoofy. And I can call it, Alexa, play the HelloWoofy skill. And then all of my video briefings, which, by the way, in this case was actually the same video briefings I posted to Facebook. Facebook being a Facebook post, this being a briefing post, as in the lingo is a little slightly different. And that's it. It showed up there, and people can click on the links. The links are on the left, the text is on the left, and the video is on the right. Now, if you play this on an Echo Dot or the original speaker that doesn't have a visual output, doesn't have a screen built into it, then what it'll do is just extract the audio from the video and then just play that. In that case, obviously you can't click on links, so just be mindful that some of your customers may only be listening to the briefings, or in some cases they're looking at a visual output. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's great. With that video, I will be able also to know the importance of this, or the benefits, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's direct to consumer. It's with some platforms they throttle your reach. With this platform, the way we built it and we envision it is entirely to allow you to go straight to the customer, so long as they opt in. Because I have to say, Alexa, download the Jack HelloWoofy skill, and then all of a sudden Jack's skill, tips and tricks, his content, his links embedded in will pop up depending on how often he's scheduling them into HelloWoofy to then show up everywhere. Again, keep in mind, we do 5 things that are super important. Our competitors do 1, which is great for them. They do social automation. We do social, blogging, newsletters, smart speakers, which is what we're just talking about, and very soon Google Web Stories. Now, Google Web Stories, we'll end it on that. We'll talk about that next week as well. But it's basically the ability for you to schedule content directly into search results.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, that's what we say every day.
All right. So yeah, I'm done with my questions.
All right.
I really appreciate your time.
No, we appreciate you guys, and bring friends as well, colleagues. This is really for you guys to get more insights. We've done the hard work, and we're still doing the hard work. We're still figuring things out. So we want to disseminate that information, whether it's HelloWoofy related, whether it's small business related, whatever you need help with. Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST. We do these calls, and everyone can come in and ask for help and questions.
Actually, I'm starting to recommend HelloWoofy when John also introduced HelloWoofy to me. Because
Oh, thank you.
before, yeah, just to mention, I'm using Buffer and Hero Post, and
Joel's a great guy at Buffer. Ryan's a great guy at
yeah,
Hootsuite,
but
Laura at Meet Edgar. But
the
you know,
Woofy that AI really helps me a lot.
yeah,
So
the
that's
AI
what
helps a
makes me
lot, and
better.
obviously we have a vision to go beyond just social because all the companies I just mentioned, they're doing great as Chevys and Fords of the world.
Yeah.
But if we truly want to build a Tesla that moves civilization forward, I was just being interviewed last week, actually talking to someone who works at Hootsuite. He had a podcast, and I said we want to make a dent in the universe, and the way you do that is by pushing civilization forward, not just doing the same old thing again and again, but actually pushing things forward, which is why you'll see we have an augmented reality platform coming out very soon.
Mhm.
And you can schedule content with your colleagues and your customers, your clients in midair, and they could be anywhere in the world. So you just need your phone. And the demo of that is on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's great because um I have a lot of trainees who are also into social media. Then I'm asking them that they should recommend HelloWoofy to their clients also because it's
Oh,
really
thank you.
efficient. Yeah.
Virtual hug to you, Krishel. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Krishel, we'll call it there. And again, join us next week as well at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. PST. Actually, we're going to be back on the East Coast, so definitely join. This is your time to ask questions, get help. This is totally free for HelloWoofy customers, and so definitely bring friends who are business owners as well. All right,
Mhm.
guys, thank you.
Thank you.